Hey guys, and welcome to the Luke's Life. My name's Chelsea and I'm really excited to be filming this video today. Today I'm filming the 10 baby names we love but will not be using tag, and these are all going to be baby boy names. I simply could not narrow my list down to just 5, so I figured I would go ahead and do 10 and make this a 3-part. I'm going to do a baby boy, baby girl, and neutral names. I wanted to go ahead and let you all know we do not have children and I am not pregnant. Unfortunately, when we do want to have kids, it's going to be a very hard process. I'm going to be making a video on this channel of why it's going to be a hard process, and it also ties into my fitness, which I also have a channel for, and that is Eventually Ever After, and I will link that one down below. Small disclaimer, if any of these names are your name or your child's name or your brother's name or your uncle's name, please do not get offended. Like I said, these are all names that we absolutely love, we just won't be using. The first name that we love but will not be using for a little boy is Oakley. And the reason we won't be using this is because when I approached my husband with it, he was like, no, I can't get the Oakley brand of sunglasses out of my head. Even though we love the name, he just couldn't see past the glasses. The next name we absolutely love but will not be using is Bodie. And unfortunately, we can't use this name because it is my brother's wife's family dog's name. I love the name, but I just can't name my son Bodie after their dog. The next name that we love but will not be using is Holden. And the reason for that is when I mentioned the name Holden to my husband and to my mother, they kind of looked at me and they were like, well, while we love the name, it really just reminds us of holding a baby. So I couldn't name my son Holden for that reason. Another name that I absolutely love but will not use is Jensen. And the reason for that is we live in a very small country town, and one of the more popular places, like a back road around here, is Jensen. While it might not be well known in a bigger city when we move, it will be well known to the people that I know back home. Another name that I absolutely love but will not be using is Maverick. And the reason I just could not name my son Maverick is because I always like to think of what someone could shorten it to, and I really don't want my child to be called Rick. But another way to go with Maverick is Mavericks. And I forget who I was watching, but I'm pretty sure the name Mavericks means apocalypse. So that's a no. Another name that we absolutely love is Silas. And when I brought this name to my husband, he informed me that one of his childhood friends was named Silas, and he just didn't want to name our son that. The next baby name, I was absolutely dead set that if we ever had a little boy, this was gonna be his name, up until about a month ago. And I don't really know what happened or why I decided against it, but the name was Ezra. And I absolutely love that name. It's a biblical name, but it's also one of the characters from Pretty Little Liars. And I've had this name for a really long time. I just could not get past the fact that it was on a TV show and that it's rising in popularity. And I don't want my son to be one of 5 Ezras in his class. The next baby name is Elin, and I absolutely love that name. It's a really cute little twist on the name Ian. And I honestly don't really know why we chose for that to not be one of the names we would choose for our kids. But there's some names where you really love them, but they just don't fit. And unfortunately, Elin was one of those. Still a beautiful name though. Another baby name that we love that we won't be using is Rhett. And the reason for that is actually kind of funny. My husband and I, when we speak, sometimes we'll shorten words, and one of the things that I say to him is, are you ready to go? Like, are you ready to go? And when I approached him with the baby name of Rhett, he was like, I simply cannot get that saying out of my head, are you ready to go? So he nixed that one, and that brings me to my 10th baby name, and that is Luca. I love this name. And sadly, the only reason I can't use it is because of our last name, which is Luke. Luca, Luke. I would never do that to my child. So unfortunately, even though I absolutely 120% love that name, we can't use it. So guys, those are the 10 baby boy names we love but will not be using. On Saturday, I'll be uploading the 10 baby girl names we love but will not be using. So if you want to stick around for that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so it'll notify you when I upload that video. And don't forget, if you did like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.